So let's animate some of the features of this emoji's face. We've got these eyes, our first right here. How about we just change their scale? Pressing S when I'm on these layers will show you the scale transform property, and those are right here. So what I'm going to start with is just having them be at 0. Let me just reduce that scale to 0 and set keyframes for both of those. I'm going to go forward in time a little bit, and I am going to bring these up to, let's say, 120%. Notice that they are linked together, so both of those are changing at the same time. I'm going to go forward a little bit more. I'm going to reduce these down to 90%. Go forward a little bit more and get them to 100. So they're going to go like this. Let's take a look. Little bounciness there. Again, we can just select those, right click, and use the keyframe assistant and the easy ease. So as this starts, it's going to be like that. And then we want this to fade out right at the end. We want them to go back to this first one. Now, where is the end? Well, if we have time things on this one, we can jump to that last keyframe. And then right here, emoji 8, we're at that same point. And we can make these go back down to 0. We want them to stay open the rest of the time. So I need to go back and set keyframes for 100%. You can force a keyframe by clicking on these diamonds right here, and now in between these two, the eyes will stay at 100% open. So again, I'm going to jump to that last keyframe. Click, click, there we are. And now this is going to be where they go back down to 0. So they'll stay open this whole time, and then they'll go back to 0. Now we'll see those changes over here. So they'll bounce in, stay open, and then go away, so that it will loop. What else can we do? Well, let me show you the puppet pin tool. So the puppet pin tool will let us change the shape of things as long as they're on their own layer. So if I take this mouth layer, I'm going to go to the very beginning, and I want to try this out. This is the puppet pin tool right here. It looks like a thumbtack. And I can click on the mouth and go forward in time. And I can make the smile get a little creepier. So those keyframes are right down here. These are in a mesh. So to see just the keyframes, remember if you click on the layer and press the U key, it'll show you just these keyframes. You can see that one of these, puppet pin number 2, is that middle one, and it didn't move. These two changed. At the very end, let me jump over here more or less, and I'm going to force keyframes for all 3 of them. Having trouble getting to that button. And click on that one. And so these are going to stay. The mouth is going to stay like that, and then I'm going to have it go back down. Now I know this is my ending keyframe, so I can just jump to it, and now I'll copy these keyframes and paste so that the mouth goes back to where it was. So the smile would get bigger and then go back down. So you can keyframe just the head. If you don't have a body and you're not able to do that, then just work on this one. But here we have the body and the head both animated. So a little subtle smile there. I'll make another one with a more detailed puppet pin of the flame hair in just a moment.